You think you better, I'll kick your ladder. Ain't nobody iller than them boys from Chatham.
What up?
Matinee with Deja, life is what you make. Rap shit just a trailer, you get the picture later. Who knows them niggas over there? How come they never
feeling.
Seems to me them niggas scared. They rap about a gentrified hood. I guess the shooters fled. Be yourself, we'd appreciate it. Barely went to sleep in Vegas.
Mitch was good. You crazy son of a Mitch. What's the word? Welcome, y'all. Welcome. It's been, seems like it's been a long time. Take a week, man. It feels like a year. As I said, welcome. It's the 18th. We're nearing. We're a week out from the Lord's B-Day. The Lord, a fire sign, just like your boy. I ain't mad at him. I know he woke up like, why it's cold out? But, you know, shout out to those who celebrate. My boy, Diamante, what's good? Always happy to see my peoples pull up on me. You know, but if you celebrate, you know, I hope you have a happy Christmas. I might pull up on y'all on Christmas Eve, depending on how I feel. It's all about how the Lord bring me to it. If you do not celebrate that, I ain't mad. You know what I mean? Happy Kwanzaa, because I will be embracing, as we do every year, the Kwanzaa festivities after Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to those. You know what I mean? Feliz Navidad to all of the baddies, you know what I mean, across the water. My boy Diamante said, Ceddy P, what's popping? Hey, that's another day that the Lord has made. You know what time it is. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Gotta be appreciative of what, you know what I mean? I could be, you know? So we thankful. But tonight's episode is titled Maturity is Knowing If You're Attractive Enough to Act Crazy. Let me repeat that. This is something y'all might not have registered. Maturity is knowing if you're crazy, excuse me, now you got me tripping. Maturity is knowing if you're attractive enough to act crazy. So everybody ain't got those privileges. Nah, cause you ever seen, you go, man, you look at a relationship, you be looking at them like, yo, she be tripping. Or, yo, dude just he just do whatever. Arviana, what's good? Wave to your baddies. Always wave to your baddies. Then you gotta look close enough and be like, oh, alright, I get it. Listen. And like I said, this leans more towards the baddies, because like, dudes, you acting crazy, then it, you know, that might be. They can be crazy with the baddies too. You seen Duana from next Friday key in my boy car. You don't want none of that neither. But you know, she just like that. Damn, she acting up again. It is what it is. I'll take it. But she said, oh no. It be like that sometimes. It be like that. But sometimes you gotta know, because everybody ain't attractive enough to get away with that. If because if you ain't fly enough, they'll get your ass up out of here. I can't deal. You know what I mean? I was watching. Marviana said an accountable crash out is okay. Yeah. Hold them accountable. It's like, I'm gonna let this slide because I know what you're capable of. Oh man, I seen a post of the ladies talking about how to know if your lady is blessed. I ain't gotta get too crude, too crass, but y'all know what I'm saying. If she blessed, and they say if she got a crazy ex, that's because she done sent him crazy. He said he ain't started out crazy. He started out a respectable man, good job. Now he out here checking from burner accounts. It's because she done broke them off. And I'm like, yeah. You don't want nobody to drive you to that. But sometimes it happens. You need to get you. So I think on both sides we have these different signs. You know what I mean? If you're doing burner accounts as a guy, if you pulling up at jobs, all that type of stuff, yeah, you crazy. A lot of times with the baddies, if you see them go crazy, chopping the hair, what is it? I hate to say this. These are all jokes. Chopping their hair, going celibate, and getting closer to God, taking that moment to get finding themselves. Those are signs that they was just dealing with somebody that was crazy. So, and crazy don't gotta mean bop, bop. We don't want none of that type of crazy, but just oh man, you just be you don't be showing up, or if you a bad, you just start you just start cussing other people out at you're crazy if you cuss somebody out. Like if you're an in-law and you cuss your spouse out at the in-laws, that's wild. If you act out at the in-laws, you are crazy because you don't care. You just don't care. Marviana said, this is a fact. The crazy ex will make you find Christ right fast, very quickly. Absolutely. I've seen it happen. I'm like, yo, you was just on the wild. Now you're searching. I came over. If I hear the Marvin Sapp, it's like, yo, you was playing that Glorilla. Desi was good. Marviana said, healing energy on me. Word. What's your song that you go to after a crazy ex? Now I'm gonna keep y'all 100. Mine ain't necessarily gospel, though I do have a very extensive gospel collection. Because I never would have made it. But when I'm dealing with somebody crazy, I listen to Mary J. Blige. Because it soothes me. If you hear me playing all that I could say, my life, you done fucked up. You've done something to perturb me. Marviana said, young, fresh, and new by Khalees, or called out there by Khalees. See now look, the fact that you're going to Khalees already lets me know all that I need to know about you. Because that's a place. Because you're talking about young Khalees. You ain't talking about out in the farms Khalees. Called out there Khalees is I'm ripping your clothes up. You know what I mean? I'm scratching. That's that Khalees. You ain't out there in Africa or, in the garden. You ain't saying none of the new stuff. So that let me know all I need to know. She said, I hate you so much right now. Exactly. Multiple colors of hair. Ain't no coordination. Oh man. It's a fool. But nonetheless, I'm glad you're here. She said Kels used to be screaming. For real. So too much. But this has been to move on. We digress. It's been a fun week. I did a juice cleanse Every time I hear the word cleanse, I just think about the nutty professor. Be like, she's like, I think about doing a colon cleanse. You go colon cleanse? I'm gonna cleanse mine. Like, what? Did a juice cleanse, 3-day juice cleanse. Shout out to my boy Theo. She said, "Oh, that's nice." Well, thank you. You see, I'm looking refreshed. You see, I got my beard. Do I look good? You can say yes, or you can say keep going with the next topic. But so it was refreshing. Maybe people was asking me, "Why the hell are you doing the juice cleanse?" Right before. First of all, pump your brakes. Mariana put all the fruits. Desi put juice cleanses are a nice reset. Exactly. And that's what I was going for. I was going for a reset. I needed that. Mariana said, looking supple. Looking supple and refreshed. Absolutely. I'm dying. Thank you though. Your hands is nice and supple like a lady. So I did the refresh. I did the cleanse because I needed to get myself together. And I'm in a space right now. What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to continue to take these steps of proving to myself what I'm capable of doing. You know what I mean? Juice cleanse, bordering on, something like a fast, because it's like you're not putting that food into your body. And just knowing it's like, you had a discipline enough to go through it. I look, first of all, when you're on a juice cleanse or when you're on a fast, all you see is food. It's fast food commercials, everything you hear is food. You say, huh? Chicken? Huh? My dad was like, you want some cashews? No, get them goddamn cashews away from me, daddy. I just said I'm on a juice cleanse. Why are you offering me cashews? My father and his, connection with the various different family of nuts, freaky. I've told the story before about one time we went to I took my dad to, the first time I paid for the tickets to go to my father, first time I paid for tickets for me and my dad to go to a basketball game. I took him to a Sixers game. And you know me, I'm like, Dad, we're going to go to the concession stand. He said, you're not going to the concession stand. That's too expensive. Oh, no, we're not doing that. I bought the tickets. No, we're not doing that. I got some almonds. Get them motherfucking almonds away from me. And then the person next to me, because I respect my father, you know what I mean? You ain't going, I'm like, all right, whatever. Now he a little bit older. Now he know we going, He very money conscious. That's how you grow. Danny, what's good? That's how you grow. You gotta get your money right. So he ain't spending that concession stand. Concession stand costs damn near as much as the tickets. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, it was like it was somebody right next to me with the whole box, tenders, popcorn, fries, soda. The little kid was like, you jealous? Yeah. Oh, Amanda. It's good to see you. Ron, my favorite DJ. You done messed up, Ron. CEO said, that's right. Amanda said, Ceddy. When a brother do this, that means you're real. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all like the live. You know what I mean? Amanda said, I'm alive and I have good news. I'll text you. I love good news. You know what I mean? I read. I love good news. So, but yeah, the juice cleanse, just to wrap up with that, I went and did the juice cleanse, and I just wanted to continue to prove to myself that inside of me is the discipline I need to go to the next level. You gotta believe. You know what I mean? We trying to do big things in 2025. I'm so excited. I was talking with Key. We working on some things. Talk to Cheek. We also working on some things. Quest. Working on some things that I'm very, very excited about. Ron said, from within. Exactly. Now, the true test is when I do that parlay cleanse. I told somebody, I said, listen, I'm about to take a few days off of some parlays. They said, no, the hell you are? After I just downloaded my FanDuel account, you about to get us paid. Don't pimp me out for your parlay pleasures. What I look like? Parlay P. That's what she said. Parlay P. So I understand, but a brother need to break himself. There's no basketball today. I took a break yesterday. Taking a break today. We'll see how I feel tomorrow because it's Thursday night football. But Quest, man, listen, hey, Ron, check this out. I had a nice little situation. I had all these players, 90 yards. I had AJ Brown. I had, who else I had? Jamar Chase. I had Justin Jefferson, and I had Terry McLaurin. So obviously Justin Jefferson played on Monday. So if I get them three, I'm good. Everybody rolling. You knew AJ Brown because Jalen Hurts at the desk, looking all serious. You knew he was going to pass to him. Terry McLaurin was balling in the first half. He had 50 at the half. Jamar Chase, he don't like the only player on the team. So, you knew he was going to have yards. And CeeDee Lamb. I'm rolling. This joker, Terry McLaurin, he gets to 73 and stops. I can't see the game. Shout out to Washington, my team. But then Quest shows me what happened. They threw to him 6 times. And it was just like, bloop, bloop, bloop. It's just like he couldn't make the last play. And I'm talking wide open. I said, why would you send me that? You trying to push me off the edge. And I got to support. I got to stand beside him because that's my favorite team. Wasn't happy about that. Wasn't happy. So, sometimes, you're right. But, Butterfingers. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's like, catch the rock. Catch it. So, but I digress. Also, another blessing this week. My mother's birthday was yesterday. So make sure y'all say happy birthday to Mama P. You know what I mean? Another year, another blessing. Went to go see her. I just actually came back from seeing her. And we was laughing. I meant to ask my sister, if you have any favorite memories. Because I like to give, you got to give flowers while they can still smell them. And hold on, let me get up out here for you. I love the country, but they gonna kick your boy up off it. My boy, Hoodjucation. Hoodjucation, I gotta give you a call, man, because first of all, I'm perturbed that they done moved you. But I don't want to get another started because I don't want them to have no recorded footage of me disrespecting them. I do my disrespect on the phone and in person. If they could point to, they could point to it, and they can, and they can hit me up. I can't have that. I don't have no time for that. Not until I'm ready. But they breaking up the dynasty because our squad is the dynasty. Shout out to, you know what I mean. But now they gonna try to start. You know how that is. Once you done create a dynasty, then they want to start stealing your players. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Anyway, I digress. So as I said, talking about my mom. So one of my favorite memories of my mom is when she had your boy yoked up in the Ving Rhames. So when I was a young, suave, debonair, young Ceddy P, I was on the computer. Now back in the day, this is when the computer would tie up the phone line. I know a lot of y'all was like, wait, what? Internet connected to the phone line? First of all, what the fuck is a phone line? That's because you're young. You're young. It's all good. I know I look young. I know I look suave. But I'm on, it's some age. You see some grays? So, moms had told me, get off the internet because you're tying up the line. I got to call Peggy. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, yeah. You know how kids be acting. I'm in the midst of a very smooth conversation trying to set up plays on chat. You know what I mean? Trying to make some things happen for myself and my peoples. And must have lost track of time. So now, anyone who knows, my mom is very petite. My mom like 5 foot. But she, you know, this day, she's very light on her feet. Because I ain't hear her sneak up on me. And next thing you know, I'm like, yoked up in the Ving Rames. With the, when they apply this, that's the extra pressure to choke you out. I was about to be gone. The handsome man you know today was not going to be here. Because she was applying the extra pressure. This is even before UFC, so I don't even know how she knew, just because she's from the streets of D.C. I couldn't breathe. I told your black ass to get off the internet. I was about to be done. I don't know why that's funny to me today. Maybe because I survived it. But, man, I said, man, I ain't know you had that much strength. My mom is pretty strong, though. You don't be knowing. Like I said, first of all, don't test any woman's scorn. You be surprised. You be like, damn, you strong. Damn, you strong. It's that lady London, but you gotta keep it moving, like I said, because I don't want to get hemmed up. Now, got a good episode for you today. I know I've been pontificating. We had a great episode. Last episode we was talking about black women singers. You know what I mean? How I grew up on all the black women singers. And now that's why I'm a grown ass man talking about something. Heard it all before. All of your lies. You know what I mean? If you a dude and you be singing like if you hear that Blue Can Trail and you start vibing, you grew up around a strong black woman. Or you get that, you get no love. You like, yeah, your mama was pissed off at your daddy. So we also talk about fire emojis. Is fire emojis flirting? And we came to the agreement that yes, it is. It's definitely flirting. If you in the story, if you post something in the story, or not a reel can, you post a picture or you post in your story and I send that fire emoji, I'm flirting. Cause it's like a smoke signal of flirting. You know what I mean? I don't want to be all outright with the hard eyes or some. So I'm sending the fire emoji just to keep y'all on the up and up. So that's how I like to redirect. You know what I mean? So ladies, be aware and don't see. But I feel like ladies are already aware. My bad. Hoodjucation said, yeah, you already know I'm about to turn into Braun. And then he said, I like how you look to the right real quick. Yeah. Kate, my boy, Brother Pitt. It's been too long. Hope all is well with you. Happy belated Founders Day. But, so I feel like you got to. I feel like you got to check. You know what I mean? Ladies be quick with it though. Ladies are smart. And they are great. They are great at executing the, what you mean? I never knew. And what I mean by that is, if you was to send a fire emoji, or if they can decipher that as the flirting. They decipher that. And they're going to put back that's to throw you off, like, that's really, so I just find it humorous. I love the interweaving, the game. I love it. You know what I mean? Keep you young, keep you fresh. It's like going to run ball at the Y. Make sure your game's still sharp. You know what I mean? But I want to give y'all some bald-headed logic, and then we'll just quickly, peruse through the rest of the episode. So tonight's bald-headed logic, I owe to one of the baddies. They inspired it. But the bald-headed logic for the day is: does the vision match the execution? Does the vision match the execution? Allow me to elaborate. So, one of the people I follow, shout out to Maya. Not Maya, the singer, baddie Maya, even though this Maya's a baddie too, but just different Maya. So she was posting in a story. She was talking about Cam Newton and how Cam Newton, people be always asking him, is he gonna ever get married to his latest mother of children, his baby mama? And people was just like, why? She was like, why y'all keep asking him this? Like, why do y'all keep, are you doing this for entertainment purposes or jokes? Because he's not going to. It's like, he's already said it. He's already, to some degree. She jokes about never getting married. But more importantly, does he look like the person that's trying to make that happen? Does he look like he's interested in being married? Nothing about him says that. And obviously, while we don't, we can't judge anybody fully through because once we know him. But I took the time to think about what she was saying, and it's like, damn, like, are we ever really sure of what we're presenting to people? You know what I mean? Like, and if we are, does it match what you want to present? I know as a man, player, whatever you want to call me, sometimes we want to show ourselves in this best light, man, but some of the things that we're doing don't necessarily reflect that. You know what I mean? You're trying to look a certain way, and it's like you look corny. You look real corny. And sometimes it takes somebody calling you out to really take a step back and be like, you know what? That is pretty corny. We're laughing because the year's been dominated by the conversations and the beef of Drake and Kendrick. And I think what Kendrick did and why he was so successful was because of how he just highlighted some of the things that really, really make Drake to be corny outside, what the music is and how he, the fame and the allure of Drake. It's like, damn, yo, I don't know if he knew, and he might have. It's like, no, he do. He present himself a certain way. Now, I don't know, disrespect to the Drake stands, or, Drake himself, I don't know you. But it's like, yeah, man, it's like, nah, bro, you think you this, but you really, it never really curls. And I think, especially as a black man, we have to be conscious of what we be putting out there for people to see. And it's like you trying to look like you fly, you trying to look like you at a higher level, and be like, nah, bro, you really presenting a negative image of yourself, or what can be twisted at it. And it's like, I ask you, when I charge all of y'all to ask yourself and be self-aware, it's like, is that what I really want to present? You know what I mean? And while we can't necessarily go off of how other people see us, it does play a part, especially the target audience. And the same thing applies to the baddies. It's like a lot of times we can see people that are trying to present themselves as if they want to or want to be considered as marriage material or to be a partner, but question yourself, are you presenting those things that would be desirable to the one, anybody, but then two, the person that you want more specifically. So, and a lot, if we're just being honest, because like I said, I'm challenging men and women, is like a lot of the things that we be doing and showing doesn't necessarily reflect a person that is seeking quality. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, if you cool and showing off that image for the social world, then so mean. But I don't think that's what we necessarily looking for. So you gotta ask yourself, does the vision match the execution? What is the vision and how am I presenting that to the world? You know, just keeping it a hundo. So that's always very important to me. I really want to start seeing. I want to start seeing us be where we want to be. You know what I mean? People be trying to look too cool. We do that all the time, and they be like, "Yo, man, I'll speak for myself, man. It's like I don't want to talk cool. I want to be cool." You know what I mean? How do you be cool? It's a number of things involved in that. I mean, a lot of that really is just being a person of your word. You know, saying and doing what you told people you're gonna do, like. So, yeah, that's always a start. I urge all of us to continue to check and make sure that that's what we're doing. So that's the bald-headed logic for the day. I hope that word is you can connect to it. Renaissance, what's good? Gotcha. You know what I mean? But let's continue on, man. Let's get through the rest of it. Go to the next topics. So we've been experimenting with this segment called "Where Did I Send You This?" And we've had a few funny ones in the past. But basically, when I send you this is when on social media, somebody says when I send you this and they post a meme and then it reflects, something crazy. So the last few weeks we've been doing one. So like I said, when I send you a picture of the Otis Williams with Smokey, it means I really miss you from the the famed scene of the Temptations mini-series. So we did that. What was another one we did? We did Motar. Again, for those who don't know, that's Wood Harris from Above the Rim. Going to the blicky. Going to the bag. And so I said, if I send you that, that means, because it can always mean different things depending on if you send to a player or to a baddie. If I send this, I'm going to my bag. Now, if you a player, that means I'm about to. You're about to piss me off. If I send it to the baddie, that means I'm about to get deep in my bag with you because I care. You know what I mean? So it's all about vantage point. But tonight's meme is Simone Phelps. So when I send you a pic of Simone Phelps, again, dual meaning. For the players, I'm trying to flip this money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready. It's time to get this bread. I'm trying to flip this money. You know what I mean? So if I send that to you, don't be looking all confused. Like, yo, what does they mean by that? If I send you the pic of Simone Phelps, it's time to flip this money. All right. Now, if I send the Simone Phelps to the baddie, I'm trying to flip you. When my boy said I seen a clip of Martin, Gina said, why you got a spatula? Just because I'm trying to smack it, flip it, rub it. Yo, it's time. You know what I mean? It's Key Story, baby.
Where my patties is at? Where my patties is at? Where my patties is at?
Oh, let me send this real message real quick.
Patties pull up, the patties is bad. Lit in the club. She wants to handle, she taking it off. Shirt in the air. Waving like a helicopter. It's game time, we get to the buck. Shaking it, there she goes for her. New York in the building.
My bad. Sometimes you gotta handle some business real quick. You know what I mean? But, okay. Getting back to the business. Let's quickly highlight our player and baddie of the week. Excuse me. Hiccups. Excuse me. Player of the week. Gotta give that to my man, Michael Vick. This week, Michael was announced, Mr. Vick. Talking about Mr. Vick, like he a teacher or something. Vick was announced as the new head coach of Norfolk State University's football team. Gotta give respect to that. This is another instance of a recent trend of high-profile sports stars going to coach at historically black colleges and universities. The most prominent recent example, Deion Sanders. Don't forget Eddie George. My girl, Cynthia Cooper, going to coach. Where Coop coach at now? I think she was coaching for Prairie View, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really, really important. Now, as a man that's currently helping a young man navigate college applications and identify his options, it's really important for them to see that the historically black college is a viable option. And a lot of times in the current era, that's recognized by being associated with prominence. So this is huge. Michael Vick at one time was the number one guy. What y'all view Lamar Jackson as, that's what Michael Vick was. The experience. 20 years ago, Michael Vick, crazy. You know what I mean? It was wild. And, the unfortunate instance that, arise that, caused them to, education said, dog in the league, you're sick. This jig is a menace. But he was terrorizing the league, bro. He was crazy. And he took an Atlanta Falcons team that was not that good and had them playing in the conference championship. And like I said, just it was a show. So having that type of profile at Norfolk State, and like I said, my uncle graduated from Norfolk State, so it's just like, man, that's crazy. That's big time. Seeing what Prime did for Jackson State, and Prime is Prime, but Michael Vick is big time. So this is huge. This is definitely huge. In addition, though, I just think this is another step in the continued redemption story of Michael Vick. And Michael Vick has shown how to be accountable for a mistake, for being not holding yourself up to the standard that we look at you at, and saying, you know what, I'm gonna make right. You know what I mean? After the dog fighting incident, man, he was looked at as like, because first of all, you know how white people are about their pets. So, he was not in a good space. We just looked at him as almost the scum of the earth. And he took that, he accepted he did his time, he lost his bread, and built himself back up by, really being accountable, apologizing continuously, showing, his sympathy, trying to make right by the animal community, becoming an advocate for animals, and just staying on the straight and narrow. And realistically, that with the combination of eventually rising back to being successful in NFL when he did get his chance, which is how you got to do stuff, man. If you ever want to see how to recover from being shamed or just being the lowest of the low, you have to show accountability and you have to produce. Education said SPCA commercials and Michael Vick. Exactly. Telling you, man. Peter, you know what I mean? He was there. And that's how you got to be. If we just keep it in a hundo. I was thinking about it, man. Him and Kobe, the Mamba. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Just like, when you seen, how people was looking at Kobe when he caught I guess we could say it was the rape charge. I don't want to say it was sexual abuse if I'm incorrect. But even though he was not, convicted of that, and actually did admit to adultery, his career and his reputation took a hit. But what did Kobe do? He balled out. He got back in his bag. He took accountability for the adultery, worked on his family. I ain't there. I wasn't with them. So I mind my business. But made it work with his family. And the brother went berserk on the basketball court. I mean, coming straight out of court. Run off the court, took the suit off. 60. You know what I mean? Because people can't. One thing America is never going to deny is production. As I said, people, and we can't even discuss, how we talking about how we feel about, our current president-elect. But it's like, to some degree, he's proven to people that he's productive. I ain't me. But it's like, people are going to give it a chance because of productivity. People are convinced by that. So, and they will we are a nation of second chances. So, Michael Vick really symbolizes that, like I said, making that comeback. Iceberg Slim, 870, what's good? Thanks for pulling up to the Playas Circle. So, for me, man, him doing that and now taking it even further and having signing on to be the head coach, I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm rooting for him to be successful. I saw a post where somebody was like, I don't know if he's going to be a good coach. I don't know if any of these guys are going to be a good coach. We have head coaches that already have coaching experience and they be trash. So it's like, I'm definitely not about to, write off Michael Vick. And if he's smart, what he'll do is he will align himself with a good team of assistant coaches so that the pressure is taken off of him. He just has to be a leader. A lot of times, man, you're looking at some of these coaches, if y'all are familiar with football, a lot of these coaches that are being successful, man, it's like, they just know how to lead men. That's what, if I'm, I don't know the ins and outs of Prime's playbook, but that joker know how to lead men, get people to follow him, and then you can put the other, pieces in and make it work. So, Player of the Week goes to Michael Vick. Now, for the baddie of the week, I gotta give love to one of the newer homies. And ironically, her birthday was the same as my mom, so that's why I'm giving her even more credit. But I wanna highlight the homie Sierra Brooks. So Sierra is a woman that I have come into contact through the Digitalog, and she's very dynamic in terms of the different projects that she works on. She's a host, CEO, an event personality. Like, I think she got her hand into politics, if I ain't mistaken. C does it all, and like she has her own agency, the C Agency. She manages talent. She's looked out for me, and she's just like all around a good woman. And so, like, to see the things that she's done, I'm proud. So, like I said, in honor of her birthday, but also everything she's continuing to accomplish with her company, and just continuing to build and pour into others, and especially the black women. I gotta show her love. You know what I mean? She really be getting it done. So if you get a chance to tap in with her, obviously tell her happy birthday and all that good stuff. Tell her Ceddy sent you. You know what I mean? And because she one on one. So I love to see the baddies do it. Like, honestly, I like to keep it real with y'all. Like, I'm honored and inspired by my fellow players that's making moves, man. But black women, they move the world. It's what it is. And it's not even from a what's the word I'm looking for? From a sexist perspective, in terms of just their attractiveness levels, what they are. But black women is they the best. But in terms of their productivity, in terms of just their creativity, in terms of when you have been poured into by a black woman, and that ain't just, like I said, that ain't just the ones you're attracted to. We talking about your moms, your aunts, your teachers, all of them, like the executives, your peers in your business space. Like, if you've ever been kind of poured into by them, it leaves a different mark. And me being in the music business, they don't get the credit that they deserve, but they really be running shit. Like, they really, really important. It's like majority of success stories have a black woman tied to it in some form or fashion. So, like, I was honoring, or I highlighted Miss Milan. I believe that was last episode or the episode before that. I was like, man, that's just, they're always around. They're always prominent and got their hands on, or in the mix. So, too often we're dealing with stereotypes or, bad narratives, men and women, but, I'm talking about women right now. So I don't want to continue to promote that. I want to highlight the baddies that, inspire me. So shout out to the baddie Sierra. The baddie of the week this week. Much love. Now, let's quickly get into what are you talking about. Some of the posts that I saw this week. A lot was happening this week. A lot. So I'm gonna try to cover it as quickly as I can, and just identify what's going on. So one of the things I saw this week was obviously the man J. Cole recently performed at Madison Square Garden. They said he sold out the Garden. One of the things that he was celebrated for doing was taking 2014 tickets in honor of his famed album 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and giving away those tickets for $1, or selling those tickets for $1, so that his fans could afford it and attend. So I saw a number of my friends attending the show. They waited out however long they needed to, to get there. And they said it was a great show, and they were talking about how amazing the show was and what he meant to them in their experience. I am a casual listener to J. Cole, but I recognize how important J. Cole is to the culture. Even his absence in this, best of the best beef that we've had this year, and how he navigated it. So, who got the wave? What's good? I really do feel like J. Cole represents, especially for the independent community or rising or young artist community, he represents the highest level of some of our independent community. And what I mean by that, while he has a number of resources, he may not look at as independent now anymore, but it's just like he represents maintaining your integrity to the music, maintaining your integrity to the art, and really captivating your fan base and being, people will perceive as real, but doing that at a celebrated level. For those that were Cole fans, y'all remember when Cole was not looked at as one of the, the elite artists, or the top rap guy, but he's built himself up to that, and I think that connects with people. I think that really, really sits, with people, with fans, and with artists, and a lot of his fans are artists. So I feel like that's why his success has been so celebrated, and it's also proof that the internet can be again, a fake place, because he let the internet tell it. He was just like, man, he a sucker for not firing back at Kendrick and not really embrace himself. Isaiah Falls, what's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. Yassine Abraham, SS, what's good? Isaiah, I really fuck with the music, man. I love the new record. Matter of fact, let me see if I can play the record while you here. I love to play music or the artists while they here, and you be having hits. Don't get me kicked up off here though, that's for sure. Cause then I'm gonna be mad as hell. But you got the new record with Sasha Cable, and I'm a big fan of the record that you did with Joyce Rice. But let's we'll play it. Play the records. So for all my R&B fans, because you know that we be on that. But appreciate y'all being here again always. Make sure y'all like the live, and make sure y'all share with your peoples. Share. Sharing is caring. But just he said, much love, brother. Always tap in with your boy. You know what I mean? I curated. I posted it on my playlist. Who Got the Wave this week? Because that's one of my records, and we doing a lot more with Who Got the Wave now. I'm gonna be posting visual content because we have so many of these platforms now, especially in the hip hop space, that's not curated by us. It ain't FUBU. It's Nubu. It's not us. So we got to keep it. I want to continue, and I want to celebrate. We have a lot more of that in the R&B space, but we need these different platforms. But I had this record on there, and I am just going to continue to push out some of the content. So respect. But wrapping up on the topic with the J. Cole. Hey, it's Key Story, baby. Key Story in the building. And the rap superstar. What's good, Key? She said we lit on a hump day. Indeed. Because you know we usually on that Tuesday. On Biddy Tuesday, excuse me. But we're taking it to the Wednesday because I had to make sure I connect with you. I couldn't be entertaining y'all on Mama's birthday. You know, we let Mama have her day. She said, "Oh, you're upset." You know what it is. So, but wrapping up the Cole topic, Cole. We celebrate the fact that you're able to, you know, connect with the people. I think he represents what a lot of artists need to continue to do, which is be intentional, be engaging, and be consistent. And you put that in order. Yeah, I say you just gotta be about your ice. You gotta be about being intentional. You gotta be consistent, and you gotta be engaging. And engaging works. It works with it serves dual purpose. When I say be engaging, obviously you need to engage with people so that you can build a rapport with them, but you also need to be engaging from the sense it's like you give people a reason to want to tap in with you. It's an appeal. Too many artists be upset at their music not resonating. They might even have good music, but it's just they're not engaging. You know, so I think a lot of that really, really, really plays a part. We just don't. Oh man, we don't want to talk about that. We need to. You know, one thing that I said, I was going to mention it. Shout out my boy Dane Ritter. You know, I bring this up all the time, but it's like, yo, that was one of the first lessons that I had. It was like, yo, if your music is not resonating, it's either not good or it's not in front of the people that it needs to be in front of. And I think that now extends in the way that we consume content and music. It's like the content that you're making is not appealing. It's beyond just the music not being good enough. It's like the message, the brand is not good enough to resonate with people. And as like I said, with Cole, like Cole's brand of who he is just, yo man, I'm just a dude. I be riding my bike around the city. You know what I mean? I'm just one of y'all. Like that resonates with people. It's very intentional. But it presents itself as authentic, and that's why, you know, so many people are rocking with him. So, you know, shout out to Cole. Now, I wanted to quickly talk about another topic that I've been seeing, which was, you know, the recent independent label being purchased. Shout out to my boy Z from Audio Mac, Brian Zissa, talking about the purchase made where your Virgin Records purchased Downtown. You know, Downtown independent label, but they also that includes FUGA and CD Baby. You know what I mean? So like they're buying these groups, they're buying so Downtown, like Downtown is a company. So it's just to make sure a little bit more understanding. Downtown Music Holdings. They have technology and like offerings that like they support businesses, they support creators. You know, and how they do that is through distribution, publishing, and none of these different services. But inside of their businesses is your CD Baby, Song Trust, you know what I mean? Like they are involved in that. So it's like they're gonna start, these companies are like, you know, we're gonna start attacking the independents because independent has been presented as the wave. They understand, Virgin understands, like, yo, these star artists, man, they staying low to the ground. Staying low to the ground. So we need to keep an eye out for these things. We need to pay attention. And making sure, one, you know who you doing business with and what their connections are. You know what I mean? To people. Because these labels are trying to get their hands. They're trying to get their hands on everything. We used to, I had a line brother, and one of the things he used to always say is his name was OG. Which, you know, he's Nigerian, so that's short. But he was like, my name is OG. I got my hands on everything. Because they just online they call them OBGYN instead of OG. Gotta be ignorant, you know what I mean? Shout out to my brother. So yeah, man, it's just like, just keep an eye out, you know what I mean, for how the music world is moving. It moves fast, it evolves quickly, and while you need to be focused on your art, you definitely need to keep an eye out for the business. You know, talking with Key, your day talking with Cheek. Business can be intimidating, the music business side, but it's just piece by piece, man. Just take a day, just take a few minutes just to learn. Just read an article, learn, just educate yourself. And also just try to continue to find ways to make things make more sense to where you are currently. You know what I mean? Like, we want to, the post that I've been seeing recently has just been talking about making $1 million in the music industry. And how can you do that? And we always just think about having 1 million fans. And that's really not what that necessarily means. It's like doing the math to get you to 1 million. 1 million ain't $1 million. Everybody, 1 million fans spending $1. 1 million fans can be 5,000 people spending $200. You know what I mean? A year. That's 1 million. You know what I mean? It's like, that could be two, you know, depending on how much, you know, merch or product you have, like we out here in the streets moving product. But it's like, yo, man, it's like, if you depending on where you at in your business, yo, you got 10,000 fans, yo, they gotta spend $100, yo. You know what I mean? 100. Like, even if you do the model of 5,000 spending $200 a year, that's $50 a quarter. Do you have enough product that you can space out like that? Make it make sense for where you are in your space. And if you can't do 1 million, do 100K. I know tons of artists right now. If we could do 100K, we good. If you can do 100K off your music, you know what I mean? That's love. I want to do 100K. Then we can get to, because we can get to 100K, we can get to $1 million. It's scaling. You got to prove to yourself that you can do it. Like I said, going back earlier, what I was talking about with my juice cleanse. Sometimes you just got to prove that it can be done. You know, shout out, you know, when I was able to get my artists on the Fresh Finds, it's like, oh, this can happen now. We talk so often about, like, man, yo, these playlists be for all these, for the labels, all that. Once you prove to yourself that you can do it, the possibilities are endless. You just gotta see it happen once. You gotta put the ball in the hoop, baby. You gotta put the ball in the hoop. So that's really what this is all about. Now, moving on to some more lighthearted topics. Did y'all see stuff going on with the influencer Cooking with Zaya? So recently, an influencer by the name of Cooking with Zaya, who is a young baddie that, you know, goes on and she does cooking, you know what I mean, in her content. She was recently on, she had DDG on, and she was cooking at his crib. He said she got them crashing out. Yeah. And you know, some of the content or that, you know, the phrases I seen is like, yo, don't she can steal your man by cooking for him. And now, you know, depending on where you receive your information from, it looked like people was like saying, oh, the women was calling her out, and, you know, the sisters really wasn't happy with it. But I don't think that was everybody. Again, like I said, you got to be able to navigate the social media shit, you know. But the guys was happy because they're like, yo, she got women cooking again. Again, it's like women still cook, man, and now that, you know, I don't think people cook that often. Quiet is kept. Like, as here at Keepin It Playa, we just like to focus on people. We do too much of the gender war shit, and a lot of times it just be personalities as opposed to genders. I don't think people cook as much as they do. You know what I mean? We you know, Keith said Uber Eats took over the kitchen. Yeah, you know, if you got that DoorDash on hand, That's what I'm saying. If with anything you can't pick up on the way home, you can DoorDash it or you can Uber Eats. So it be limited, man. People be tired. You about to go in and cook mac and cheese, greens. You know what I mean? Man, this is shorty. This is shorty on Twitter, man. She be having me open up because she's talking about, oh, I made oxtail empanadas. I said, you did what? You seen that girl that's the meme of that girl from Maury? What? And that's what I'm saying. That's why I think Cooking with Zaya had people open, because it's just like, yo, if you can cook, it definitely, I will say it opens the door. You know what I mean? Because it's just something that people are doing now. And somebody that actually enjoys cooking, more importantly, they enjoy cooking for you, different. I've been blessed to have a woman that was willing to cook for me. I also had a woman that said, I ain't cooking your shit. Spoiler alert, it was the same woman. Hey, man, what my boy say? Jaheem, put that woman first. So yeah, like, nah, but having a woman that's willing to cook for you it's amazing. You know what I mean? I think if you're taking care of business, I don't want to really into all that, but it's like, first of all, cooking is he said, got to get it when you get it, for real. But it's just like, people evolve, people's lives change. They ain't not going to be doing that all the time, you know what I mean? So, but it's just like, you got to appreciate it when it happens. But I think the dynamic of her cooking at, these comfort dishes, America as a nation, we just obsessed with food. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I seen this clip of a brother identifying where the chicken was from each place, and pissing me off because he was doing it in front of a white dude. He's like, I can smell it. This is Bojangles. Like, nigga, you don't have to do this in front of him. Oh, I can tell by the crispiness of it. This is Popeye. It's like, come on, my guy. You don't got to get your money like this. But, yeah, I think, again, I'm going to observe her content more. I don't think Cam. Oh, Cam, what's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. He said, laughing my ass off, the stereotype was screaming. Word. One thing I don't like to do is embarrass myself. Another thing I don't like to do is I don't like to embarrass myself in front of the caucus. You know what I mean? It's like, because as a brother, you carrying that on your back. You carry the nation. You carry our people. You carry our ancestors. Don't be out here shucking and jiving in front of Timmy. None of that. Don't do it. That's embarrassing. My boy's talking about, oh, I can tell from the texture of this. Like, this is Roy Rogers. This is KFC. It's like, come on. You couldn't identify that this was tiramisu? Show your growth. Anyway, I digress. Going back to what we were talking about with the Cooking with Zaya, what I think that her appeal is, like I said, we love food in America, and we love a person that is willing to serve, male or female, because women love men that cook too. You know what I mean? So she identifies as a person that can throw down in the kitchen. Now, again, this is all visual. The food look good. Is it hitting like that? I don't know, because I ain't tasted it. Now, me personally, my food content, where I get my food content from, is from Bow Wow's chef. Shout out Chef Nell. That food be looking like it hit. I'm like, yo, I gotta get to the ATL. I needs it. Now another baddie, I don't wanna put myself out there, but from the vegan space, my girl Shy be looking like she can make a nice vegan meal. You know what I mean? And I don't even be on the vegan tip like that. Y'all know God's still working on me. But I'd indulge. I do it. Cause the meals be looking like they be on point. You know what I mean? So yeah, being able to cook is really, really, and like I said, I have it inside. You know what I mean? Within. I am the son of Charles Perry. Niecy can cook. Mama can cook. You know, my Grandma Andrews, Grandma Hawkins, all my ancestors can cook. You know what I mean? But it's just like I'm a businessman. I don't be of the time like that. And sometimes I just be in the mood for the DoorDash. You know what I mean? But like I said, I made them wings for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I put my foot in. I seasoned it with the salt, pepper, seasoned salt, Montreal chicken, paprika, little garlic powder. You know what I mean? I put the work in. Must put the love into it. So, you know, when I need to go to it, I can go to it. I can go to the mountaintop. You gotta believe. So, I digress. Shout out to Cooking with Zaya. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the baddies that be in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Not because they have to, but because they want to. He said, are you cleaning the chicken? Yes or no? I'm offended. You gotta clean your chicken thoroughly. You wash it. You flip it over. You wash it again. Pat it dry. You know what I mean? You can't be out here getting that salmonella. And because I've been married, you know what I mean? You got to make sure you clean your counters. You know what I mean? Wipe it down. I use the Lysol wipes afterwards because you don't want all of that all over the countertop. That's how people get sick. You know what I mean? So I go back. I clean mine. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you in here and you not washing that chicken, you make sure you let me know so I do not eat after you. You wash that chicken. Wash your fruit. Cause it still be bugs on the fruit. You know what I mean? So now you learned something. Ceddy taught you something. Alright? Now, I want to get to the final, one of the major topics of the week. And I'm gonna approach this delicately. With care. Shout out to the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. On his success and a hell of a season. Looking forward to seeing what he does in his career. Also, shout out the announcement of his Adidas signing. Now it's signing to be what's that called? To endorse Adidas apparel and footwear. Now, he was unfortunately the subject for other reasons. Not only him, but just his fiance. He's coming under a lot of fire, I guess we can call it. Just hogwash, people, talking because of some of the actions of his fiance not necessarily appearing in the best light. Just some of the way that her stuff came off, people were saying, Elite, it was good. People were just saying that she has the look of someone that could potentially be a gold digger or, someone that future potentially takes him to the cleaners. Now, I don't know that woman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that woman at all. Leanna. And it's hard to, what I will say is it's hard to be the mate of a famous celebrity or a famous high-profile person. Because what I think you don't understand is that you oftentimes represent more than yourself. Just like I was joking about, black people, we always represent our ancestors, our whole culture. It's like it's hard to recognize that, but when you are a person that is married or associated with a high-profile celebrity, your actions are going to be connected to them and can affect you and them and their opportunities, and how they are perceived in the public eye. Now, what was said about her was, there was a clip of her basically talking about how how Travis was not her type when they first met, but somehow they just made it work. And then another clip of her kind of arguing after a game, and then just at the Heisman Trophy presentation, how she didn't stand up immediately, and Coach Prime had to tell her, "Hey, get up." Go say, clap for him. He just won. And then there's also, a clip of her just complaining about having to be there while he was doing signings. And I would associate being the mate of a high-profile celebrity to being basically a first lady of a church. And as I was joking with y'all the other, a couple of episodes ago, being a first lady can be a thankless job. That's why Megan Good said, they not like this. I want Jonathan Majors. Nah, but being a mate, man, it's like, it's not about you. It's like, you know what I mean? But we live in a culture where everything is always about us. Even the housewives now, the basketball wives, and we done made it always about us. And it's like, that is a position where you have to be in a position of giving and a sacrificing, a patient role. If you were married, and that's for men too, if you're married to a high-profile woman, we've seen it with the men too. With my homie that was the baby daddy of Kiki Palmer, Kiki. The brother that was dating Victoria Monet. And it's at the point where these people have stuff going for them, but it's not at the level of their mates, or by comparison. And so you are thrusted into a role where you're basically like the mate of a famous person. And it's like, can you handle that? Can you handle that attention? Can you handle that narrative? Can you handle people lusting after your mate, basically in front of you? It's like, yeah, I slid in the DMs. I love Kiki. Now, me personally, I'm just using that as an example. I do love Kiki, but I'm just saying, like, people just don't be caring, and it's men and women. My boy that was, had a child with Victoria Monet is like, yeah, Tiana Taylor is humping your girl in your face. Say something. You can't. Don't do it. Usher out here, serenade. It's hard, bro. It's hard. I think for any of those people, you have to kind of be understanding of what the role is of the person that you're dealing with. And to a degree, you have to create enough leverage where you have the ear of your mate, you have the respect of your mate, and you have the respect of the public. Hey, goods, what's good? It's funny. I was talking about you earlier, Maya, on my mama, on my hood. But yeah, like, I really feel like, can you be, my bad, always make sure you wave to your baddies, y'all. But can you serve in that role when your mate is popular, when your mate is high profile? It's a lot. Hood could say, what it do? What it do, baby? I really think it's really, you have to identify and really be, sometimes you kind of got to be coached through that. Shout out to Lady London. Lady London was talking about it on Twitter. She was like, I would recommend, his fiance, get media training. Be aware of everything don't need to be said. It's not even just her. It's more people, period. I hate when I be dealing with, when I see people and they be like, she wasn't my type at first. He wasn't my type. Well, but you with him, so it don't matter. They your type now. So why did you even need to say that? To make yourself look better? You still with him. And in her case, it make you look worse because it's like, well, why are you with him now then if that wasn't your type? Is it the bread? I ain't putting that on you. I ain't putting it on you. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. All I'm saying is being conscious of what self-awareness is the name of the game here at the Playas Circle. Knowing what you do, knowing who you are, and how you present yourself to people is really, really important to me and to the players and baddies of the community. It's like, yo, don't be out here looking goofy. Ain't no need. You know what I mean? And going back to what I was talking about when I, gave y'all the ball-headed logic today, is like, does the vision match the execution? Huga said, who are we discussing? I'm a big advocate for media training. We're actually talking about the Travis Hunter and his fiance, Leanna Lene, who was basically, has been the topic of discussion for her lack of media training and how she's going about presenting herself as his fiance. You know what I mean? Especially now that he's being, now that he's such a high profile sports player. And just some of the things that she's been doing, like I said, not standing up. Hooga said, oh yes, that was interesting. So I was talking with Danny, and Danny was just saying, like, yo, for the young folks, first of all, teach your kids. Pay attention. When you see a whole bunch of people standing up, that's like I said, in the black community, we know when we see a bunch of people running, we gonna run. You see a bunch of people standing up in church, oh, it's time to stand up and clap. You gotta know your surroundings. Know what I mean? Like, if I see everybody else stand up and they clapping, that's like the pastor done finished his sermon. Let me wake up, wipe the crust out my eye, and let me start praising. And that's what I used to do as a youngin' before I found the Lord. Back in my heathen days. Hood said, good point. Out that seat, young lady. Exactly. Just pay attention to what's going on. And that's your man's. Like, he thanked her before he thanked his mama, which, again, not before moms. But that's what I'm saying, man. We've all been there when we've been young. You get your little bit of that hint of that trim, you know what I mean? You hook. My bad, Kendrick. My bad. I don't want to they gonna kick your boy off. You know what I mean? So it's like, we know what it's like. You get that first little taste, that first love, that young love. And that's all you ever know. You forget your mama been there for you your whole life. You know what I mean? That's all you know. Is me and her against the world, Bonnie and Clyde. Ladies, as my girl Queen Latifah say, y'all been bigmatized. You know what I mean? And you be forgetting who your friends is a little bit, but you gotta reel it in. You know what I mean? You don't want to be rolling like that. So, for Travis, because Travis out there, he defending her left and right, as you should. That's your lady. But I do think that he should be cognizant of what's going on. I hope he's talking to her and his team behind closed doors, and then understand that everybody ain't out here trying to hate. Some are. But it ain't me. You know what I mean? Some people really just got good intentions for you. And they just don't like what they see. And one thing I could say is everything that's good to you ain't good for you. And I know in my case, using my mama as an example, even though I might not always agree with her when she was talking about some of the baddies that I, brought into her presence or mentioned, they not usually wrong. Mom wasn't usually wrong. So keep it in mind, and Get that girl some training. If she real, if she for you like that, get the girl some training. And should be open to it. Because if, you know what I mean, if she trying to be here for the long haul, get your shit together. So, alright. But that's enough for that, y'all. So, let's continue to move forward. We don't have no beans better tonight. No basketball tonight. And like I told you, I'm taking a break. Taking a break because I want to end out the year right. Last time I was giving y'all back, I gave y'all that win. That Golden State and Denver parlay that I gave y'all did hit. I know you seen the content because I posted it. Tomorrow, back at it, and I might post something in Threads. So if you follow me on Threads, I might put something. Somebody asked me what I was, thankful for. Some of the blessings I did. I did good this year, y'all. The Lord blessed me. He steered my parlays. He steered my straight bets. He took me to places that I had never before seen in the betting game. So, as always, bet responsibly. Don't bet the bill money. Don't bet the money you got for gifts. I set limits on mine. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to lose, period. But if I'm going to lose, I'm only going to lose a little. You know what I mean? We ain't out here trying to be out here tripping. But I'll be back at it with some more bets. Potentially. Well, if I come on here for Christmas Eve, I'll have some bets for the Christmas game. I know y'all going to be betting on what song Beyonce come out to. My bad. I fuck with Lady London. But I think she signed, so boop. Can't risk it. Let me hit that shuffle too, man. My bad. Playing that key story, but we gotta hit that shuffle first. So if you got some new music that y'all want me to check out, shout out to my boy Isaiah Falls hopping on here. We done had some good guests popping in the Destin Conrad. They had a couple people come into the live. But shout out Isaiah for popping in earlier today. And I think we're going to lead into the new year. I got some exciting guests. Definitely got some exciting guests to bring out here. We had some good guests this year, too. A lot of the baddies pulled up, Could it be the charm? I can't say. But, I respect the baddies, treat them good. So that's why they always willing to show up before a play. But don't sleep on the goatee because it's looking good today. Now, y'all know, like I said, it's a challenge because outside of the management, I'm a firefighter, so I don't ever get to really grow my shit out unless I'm taking off a couple of days. So, but this is enough length for me to wash and, do my Scotch porter. So I was watching and I'm like, oh, man. Don't let your boy start acting out. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, I just like to have fun with y'all and enjoy it. Being blessed to be in, somebody y'all like fucking with. Now, I want to give y'all Ceddy's recipe. Can we give y'all a recipe to close out the episode? For those that's new to the show, this is one of my favorite segments, Ceddy's recipe. So Ceddy's recipe is when I give y'all something from our past, something from our culture, informal, something fun, kind of similar to Tom Joyner's little known Black History facts. Just Andre, what's good? Andre, my boy. I seen you showing off, giving, I guess you were trying to give sexy firemen. Your ass better be in them books. You best be studying. When I come to work, I want to know flow path. You better know the fire tetrahedron. You know what I mean? But shout out to you. That's my boy. That's my young boy. He said, my brother. Andre be calling me Brother Perry like I'm in the like I'm one of the 5%. You know what I mean? He be like, Brother Perry, what's good? Hey, man. Can't call it. But now we've been having a good episode tonight. Just a quick recap before I get into the Ceddy's recipes. We had a good episode tonight. I was talking about my juice cleanse. Your boy is whole. Your boy is purified. Shout out Theo for giving me the juice cleanse. He said, what's the mathematics? Oh, yeah. So we were talking about that. Like I said, shout out to the juice cleanse. I made it through the 3 days. I didn't. My boy in here, Keys, Jersey in the building. Y'all always pull up when I'm ready to hop up out of here. And when y'all come into the live, I'll be like, I gotta stay because I gotta show my people's love. My boy in here, Jersey in the building. Keisha, your Knicks have been playing well. Y'all let Trae Young roll dice on the logo. I don't know what that's all about, but the team looks good. But I digress. So I was talking about my juice cleanse, and we're going to see what that parlays into. Shout out my boy Ashoka, who has been pushing and advocating for doing the 75 hard. No freaky. Keith said he needs hands on him. Also no freaky. Yeah, the 75 hard, for those who are not familiar, because I know that should sound crazy. 75 hard is when you go 75 days, and every day you're following you're checking off a certain amount of things. You got to read every day, you work out every day, gallon of water, you have to follow a particular diet, and there's a few other elements that you have to do. And what it's supposed to do is to teach you discipline. Now I'm gonna ring get cured. You know what I mean? It's supposed to teach you the discipline and to show you that you know anything you can accomplish, anything is possible. Now, the juice cleanse, let me know I could do something for 3 days. 75 days, I need to, let me pray on it. But one thing I would mention just quickly is, and I'll talk about this in another episode, I use it as the ball-headed logic. He said, I'm doing a dry January. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you. So, we need to start addressing our fear of success. We so often talk about the fear of failure, but a lot of times our biggest enemy is the fear of success. And the fear of success is when we find ways to self-sabotage, whether that be in our career aspirations or our career trajectory, whether that be in our finances, whether that be in our relationships. We do that a hell of a lot. You know what I mean? Whether that be in our health. Oh man, I can never do that. I can't do that. Yes, you can, motherfucker. Actually, you can. And we got to stop convincing ourselves of the belief that we can't accomplish things, or when we do not accomplish things, that we find ways to justify it. That's the fear of success. Because you know it and I know it. To go to the next level, one, you got to believe, as we always say here. But two, it's like, yo, the discipline, the consistency. Keith Shannon said, can't be meaning I don't want to. And he ain't never lied. You're preaching. And as I said, I don't want to be the person ain't reaching my goals. I'm too handsome not to be out here being goal-oriented. What that look like? You know what I mean? You see these glasses? When somebody wearing glasses, I'm serious. You know what I mean? We can't keep doing that to ourselves. We got to stop lying and justifying the bullshit in our lives. We be out here not finding good women, because people be out here talking about ain't no good women out here, or our sisters, all they want is money. Nigga, it's you. It ain't they don't want no good men, or ain't no good women out here. You are not at the level yet to execute to the highest standard. That's why Cardi out here talking about the way she talking. Talking about men want sixes. I don't want no damn six. I want the best of the best, like Jay Quest say. He said, start small goals, consistent small goals. That's what I'm telling him, bro. Did my juice cleanse. 3 days. I made it through. I ain't eat. There was some popcorn right in the cabinet. I ain't do it. Taco Bell right down the street. Wawa down the street. I ain't do it. I said, stay your black ass home. Drink that coconut and pineapple apple juice. But we got to stop self-sabotaging. We got to stop the fear of success. Read, educate yourself. Just a little bit a day, like my boy Keith said. Just a little bit. They go a long way. Got me using my high-pitched voice. Keith said, you got a juicer. No, I actually ordered my juices. They arrived cold pressed. I have considered getting a juicer. However, right now what I'm working on is I'm eating my meals. And I don't want to sound like, oh, said you can do this yourself. Yeah, I could. But right now what I'm focusing on is the accomplishment of task. Outsourcing. You know what I mean? Got my pre-made meals. Shout out to Factor. Eat my meals. You know what I mean? Now, about to start taking my black ass back to the gym because I've been off of that. Hot. Now, one thing I did do, shout out to my boy Theo. Now, I mentioned Theo a lot. Y'all know Theo. Y'all know some of the other characters in the community. Y'all know Martin Luther King. Y'all know Reek. Y'all obviously know my artists. You know Key Story. You know Quest. You know Cheap. Y'all, some of y'all know Big John, who's another member of the community. But Theo, that's like my big bro. You know what I mean? One of the firemen. He a little bit older than me, but he swole. You know what I mean? Keep himself up. You know what I mean? He eat healthy. You know what I mean? And it's like if you was an older man, you know what I mean? No freaky, but it's like, the ladies because like what he looked like. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what? Fuck his hair, man. And he speak his mind. He don't be on that bullshit. If you're acting goofy, he gonna tell you, which that resonates with me. I don't like being around goofy, and I'm getting into that era now. I'm a kind man, but damn it, if you're talking goofy, I can't take it no more. So I digress. So that's my boy. That's Big Bro. So he had your boy doing push-ups every day. I've been doing the push-ups every day for a month straight. You know what I mean? Get up, get in the morning. Hey. Hit them quick joints. After I walk my dog. So it's been a blessing. We just trying to continue to get better and inspire y'all to get better. Because I want to be a man of my word, and I want to be productive. I want to create legacy. Some of y'all remember about when I'm gone, when the Lord calls me, I want y'all to say a couple of things. I want the baddies to say he always did right by me. It might be one or two that just, but that was when I was a heathen, not now. I want the baddies to say I did right by him. He was protective of the baddies. I want them to say, very importantly, that I was fine. I do want them to say that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to be he was such a nice guy. I don't know. Fuck that. I love Ceddy. Ceddy had a good goatee. Ceddy had nice shoulders. I want those compliments too. Balance, baby, balance. And I want the players to say, Ced was solid. He was a real one. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to be coming back for me like y'all, you know what I mean? This nigga, he owed me $20. I don't want to be that nigga. I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? So, but I want to be that for my family, first and foremost, my peoples, and then my community. You know what I mean? Because it started at home. Y'all be out here in the community, and your sister hates you. That ain't right. So, I got far off of the topic. We was talking about Ceddy's recipe, but we're gonna close up shop. Perfect time, about a 2-hour live. You can't ask for much more. That's quality. So today's recipe, in honor of my mom and her birthday, is bring back voicemail messages with music. Gotta let my girl Nitty, because Nitty I appreciate the feature. But anyway, voicemail messages with music. Man, what a time to be alive. Depending on what your aim was, you could set it with the R&B, or you could do it with the hip hop. Let that music play for a little bit. Then you be like, you miss your boy, said, leave a message and I'll be sure to get back to you. You know what I mean? If you was doing it with the R&B, you had to do it real, smooth. Sorry, I couldn't get, Look, guess I forgot how to do it. Hold on. You play your R&B and you be like, sorry, I missed your call. But if you can, leave your name and number and I'll be sure to get back to you. Stay loved. That's how I used to be. But my mom was the queen. My mom had the fire voicemails. Every month it was something different. She would do a jingle. Before we had Jamie Foxx, Jingles 2000 was mom, right? And she would leave a jingle, and her diverse music selection. You was getting Stephanie Mills. You was getting Mary. One time she did 50 Cent. You know what I mean? She could do it all. And her voicemails, people was proud to leave her voice message, except for my father. Denise, your voicemail is too long. Daddy, you hating. You hating. Just wait till the beat. Leave a message. So we need to bring back voicemail messages with music. You know what I mean? If I was an artist, if you imagine that, dropping indie artists in your voicemail message, that's whole nother level. Word to key. That's what we gotta start doing, yo. Bring them voicemail messages back with the music. All right. What a time. What a gift. All right. Now, I gotta talk to y'all before I go. Damn, should I wait until next episode? Y'all gonna pull up for me on next episode? I'm gonna pull up on Christmas Eve. And we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good episode. But until then, y'all stay blessed, man. Y'all stay connected. I wish y'all a happy holiday if y'all do not pull up on me next episode, which will be a tragedy. But until then, y'all know the rules. Keep it real. Keep it blessed. Nah, y'all not feeling it. Let me switch it around for y'all. Keep it blessed. Keep it real. But always, keep it playing. We out. I'll see y'all later.